Simon, you probably remember some time ago we spoke to Ravel Morrison. Ravel
Yeah.
Morrison, something of an enigma because he's been here, there, and everywhere after impressing very early on at Manchester United, but it never worked out there. And then Ravel moved on. Ravel was on our show and he spoke to me for a while saying, look, only so many chances you get in life and you got to take one of them. So he was very much of a mind, I need to do something now for the sake of my career. And around that time, Wayne Rooney spoke extremely favourably about Ravel, saying that he had everything required that a player needs in his position. Rooney said, Ravel, he was brilliant. He was confident. United, he nutmegged Nemanja Vidic 3 times in the space of a minute in one training match. And he saw Pogba come through, Lingard come through, but Rooney says, no, Ravel, better than any of them by a country mile. And now what do you know? Derby, who are a bit strapped for players at the moment with the season coming up.
Yeah.
Ravel is now training with Rooney and Derby. Now, what do you think? Is this the perfect move? Should it work out for Ravel? Or with Derby up against it in terms of numbers, in terms of financial meltdown in the background, might this turn to something of a disaster?
Ravel Morrison is 28 years of age. He's had 12 clubs over 11 years. Played 98 games. I imagine the 13th club is going to be in the making of him. No, of course. Look, the clue is in the statistics. If you've played 98 games for 12 clubs over 11 years, scored 15 goals, and had people talk about you in the most glowing of terms, like Rooney, I think Sam Allardyce spoke about him in ability terms, but also talked about his lack of professionalism. I don't think the penny has dropped. At 20, if it hasn't dropped to 28 or 26, it's never going to drop. At 28, now finding himself at a club with a manager that to me is clueless. Are they going to give him a long term? I mean, I suspect they'll give him a pay and play deal. If he's that, he's just played 4 games in
Den Haag.
In Den Haag,
yeah,
and he doesn't stay anywhere. And the reasons why he doesn't stay anywhere is because nobody wants him to stay there. So why is this going to be any difference? I don't mean to be disrespectful. The world is full of incredibly talented footballers that can leave it on the training ground. And this wonderful story of how many times he nutmegged Nemanja Vidic is irrelevant. That's the training ground. Do it on a big stage. Clearly, you can't. That's why you played for 12 clubs, played 98 games in 11 years. That's less than 9 games a season. He scores less than 1 goal a year.
So you think Derby, even being interested in Ravel,
what does it say?
You would say it smacks of desperation.
I would say unless you've got the ability to get something from him that seemingly the other 12 clubs haven't got, and you've got this one,
that's a challenge, isn't it?
Well, it's a challenge, but but you look at it and say, on paper, what is it you think is going to happen here? Atypically, normally what happens is it replicates itself. So I can't imagine Derby are investing any great deal of time or money. He's a free agent. Why not? Wayne Rooney is putting his money where his mouth is because once upon a time he said this guy was a great talent.
Yeah, we'll bring it out in him.
And he'll probably have the same challenges with the boy that everyone else has had. And I'm not suggesting the boy isn't a decent character and isn't a nice human being. I'm looking at it from Derby's point of view and saying, well, what is it you're getting? You've got a newbie manager that nearly got you relegated. You've got a club that's in financial meltdown with an owner who I'm very fond of, but clearly doesn't want to be there anymore. You've got financial sanctions or penalties coming down the line, and you're signing players that can't make it in 12 other clubs. It doesn't look like a particularly bright future, does it, right now?
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.